Howdy, folks, and welcome to a quick reaction to the Marvel Studios Avengers. I think it even said Endgame in the link. This came out, I'm about 5 hours late, but I slept in a little bit and had some stuff to do and didn't even have time to pretty up my hair. You see, my hair's all messed up and stuff. So I wanted to get this out as quickly as I could. So I've stopped my watching of the live off-topic podcast from Achievement Hunter, and I'm going to go ahead and react to this trailer. I'm pleasantly surprised to see that it's a 2:25 trailer, 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I thought for sure it'd be like all the Avengers first drops, which is like a teasery sort of thing, but man, hopefully it's going to be more than that. So, all right, let's get going. Again, I'm going to watch it through. It's my normal process. Watch it through. Little bit of reaction, then go back and kind of look at some things and talk about them. Here we go.
This thing on? Hey, Miss Potts. If you find this recording, don't feel better about this.
We're
Part of the
stuck in
journey is the
space.
end. Just for the record, being adrift in space with zero promise of rescue is more fun than it sounds.
So Nebula didn't help him home, apparently.
Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you.
Yeah.
It's always you.
Obviously, he doesn't die, but... Oh, they're doing unique logos for every movie now. It's pretty cool.
Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. He wiped out 50% of all living creatures.
I guess I think Scott's gone
We
too.
lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves.
Aha! He's back.
This is the fight of our lives.
He must have lost some of his
This is going
family.
to work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
And all the dusted A is coming back. It's a good sign. Endgame.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport.
They thought he was gone.
I got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
It's the front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
We kind of knew that would happen. All right, go back, look at some stuff. First of all, I kind of just presumed that Nebula might in some way aid in Tony's return. He looks like he's not going to be returning that way. Obviously, if he's about to run out of air, something's going to pick him up. Rocket, maybe? Because Rocket would know potentially how to... obviously, Rocket has access to the ship and can fly and all of that stuff. So, a ship. This actually looks like the Guardian ship, though. So, somehow he gets picked up, clearly. Thor, maybe? I don't know. So, leaving a final message makes sense. Yeah, is that the Guardian ship? I think it is. There's a long intro for that. Overall, the trailer is not as actiony as you might expect, right? It's very much a reflection or a reaction to what happened. I love, like I said, the custom logos. Look at that. Thanos' armor, and he's on the world, walking through the. So he's still going to be a factor in the movie. I mean, kind of figured that's. A lot of people said they have to defeat Thanos in this movie, and I didn't take it that way. I took it more as they have to figure out a way to undo what he did and to prevent him from doing it again. not necessarily defeating him, unless you consider that a defeat for him. I mean, I took that as a lot of people thought they were going to kill him, and I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. So we get a little update, and here obviously Scott Lang and a bunch of other people. So they're looking at the people that are missing, and they figure he's one of the ones who died pretty clearly. Wow. Turn that down even more, even though it may not be as loud for you guys. All right. The Nebula is. It seems like she's on the ship, and that's not Nebula's hand, though. I mean, we're trying to get the impression it is. I think no, it is Nebula's hand, right? Go back and look at what her hand looked like, what she's wearing. I guess we can't really tell, but I think it's Nebula's hand because it looks bluish. The only one it could be. I just don't see her being that gentle to anybody. Especially if that's Tony, which I don't think it necessarily is, but she was with Tony, so maybe she's leaving Tony. But why would you do that? Now, obviously, this is the most heartbreaking part of all. Because Hawkeye is turned into the Ronin character, right? And I got to believe that's because his family's gone. And I got to believe it's probably because all his family's gone. I wouldn't imagine if some of his kids survived that he'd be leaving them alone. And of course, Black Widow finds him. At her photo. She's already gone. It's for inspiration, I guess. Okay. And I love the reassembling of the A. That's just a really cool logo. And of course, Scott Lang returns. We kind of figured that would happen. So he somehow during this movie he figures out a way to return on his own, I guess, or something inside helps him return. But he surprises the heck out of them, and obviously he is the key. Everybody was thinking he's going to be the key to figuring out how to undo this because of the technology that he doesn't necessarily understand, but he has access to. So, April. Wow. Okay. This looks like almost like it's part of the trailer that's going to be the first like quarter or third of the movie, maybe third of the movie, because there's got to be tons of action and adventure later on in the movie to undo what happened. So I got to imagine this trailer really is kind of summarizing maybe the first third of the movie. Kind of trying to remember how Marvel kind of structures their movies, maybe the first third of the movie. And then once Scott comes into play, and they figure things out, then everything starts taking off from there. So, we don't see Tony in any of the other scenes other than him on the ship. So I'm sure he makes it out. Obviously, no, actually, am I sure he makes it out? If they're going to undo time, are they going to undo time, or are they going to undo events? Are they going to bring people back at the same time, or are they going to go back in time and fix things? Theoretically, he could die. And there's a lot of talk about one of them dying, right? One or more of them dying. I don't think it's going to be Tony in the ship. That's just a stupid way to go, and I don't think Marvel would ever do that. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets rescued, or if he doesn't get rescued, if they undo his death, he dies. I don't think he's going to die. Just thinking about different ways that things could play out. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for sticking with me. I know it's 5 hours late. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I am super, super looking forward to this movie. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.